Welcome to Forestry Tech, where mud, steep inclines, and lost control combine to create a real nightmare. Tractors are unforgiving of mistakes, and we're about to see that firsthand. Let's dive in. Oh my gosh! Just a split second away from disaster, everything happened in the blink of an eye. All right, gearheads. What do you think caused that boom? Timing advance? Lean mix? Drop your theories below. I'm curious what y'all think. It's good that nothing happened to these working people, that no one got hurt. Ever seen a runaway wheel try to dance? Technically, there's a fix for that. First move, hit that independent brake, freeze the motion. Next up, if it still won't sit still, wedge something solid under the right wheel and let the ground do the rest. Dang, that was close. Honestly, I'm just glad the dude's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Snow-covered roads significantly increase the risk of vehicular incidents. In this particular case, it's fortunate that the outcome was minimal and no serious damage occurred. You can see right from the start that things aren't going well. It gave up before it even started. Classic Monday mood.
Hello?
You're watching the unstoppable force of John Deere Pro Stock tractor pulling roar to life. first try didn't even make the silo flinch, so they brought in the beast, a John Deere 4760. Time to knock this giant down the hard way. Lord have mercy, that's one barkin' good operator. Perform a complete safety check before operating your vehicle. It's a critical step to prevent dangerous incidents while on the road. The Zetor 5320 and Ursus C360 are stuck. Don't worry, just bring in the John Deere and everything will be solved. I'm a Deere fan. That quad track had more traction. Then the Deere. Still, them quads are pretty sweet tractors.
Like nothing. I think it got pulled.
This guy's drifting a tractor like he's in Fast and Furious. Farm edition. That rear axle's crying for mercy.
Вот этот дрифт на тракторе. Трактористы снега.
You're looking at a Fendt 936 on row crop duals doing a heavy-duty pull on a Case 2 388 stuck in a soaked rice paddock in South New South Wales. The soil saturation's off the charts. Zoom in and you'll see. This isn't just wet dirt, it's saturated, gluey clay. It's a reminder of just how brutal rice farming terrain can get.
Оперный театр.
The K700 broke in half, but it's still running. That could only happen in Russia.
Я не матерюсь. А как рулить-то, бро?
Рулить попробуй.
Это пиздец. В кошмаре каком-то.
Flashback unlocked. Let's jump straight into the dirt-splattered action of Shalmanovich 2012. One of the wildest tractor trials ever held on July 14th, full of torque, twists, and tradition. That's a clear case of reckless driving. In most US states, swerving into another lane like that could easily earn you a citation, or worse, a suspended license. When a John Deere is pushed to the edge in a pulling competition, physics don't lie. The front lifts because the rear axles take on all that torque. It's a textbook display of traction load shift. Drop a 1 in the comments if our video blew your mind, and a 0 if it didn't quite impress you. Your support fuels our creative fire. Everyone's talking about the crash, but here's the twist. Do you know what really flipped that tractor?
Еще, давай. Here's the race.
On paper, the Case STX 535's got more raw horsepower, 535 horsepower versus 530 horsepower on the Deere. But track design and weight distribution might just level the field. This is going to be closer than folks think.
Yeah.
Oops. In cartoons, cars drive like that too. When you see a tractor pulling a Kamaz, you're witnessing raw torque at work. All right, folks, you want to talk performance? Take a stock John Deere HPX diesel, add the SFS turbo kit, and boom, you've got a mean little drift beast. Whoa! The T40 and MTZ82 are going head-to-head in a tug-of-war. Old school tractors, new school heat. Who you got? Drop your pick in the comments. Using chains to pull each other uphill is a very common practice. Despite the considerable risks involved, most people accept them. All right, folks, here's the cold start of a legendary workhorse, the Fiat 355. Just listen to that crank. You can feel the tension build until it finally kicks in. Now that's what I call a real startup thrill. Anyone else watching this on loop? That snow blast is straight up satisfying. I need this setup in my driveway, no joke. A small action that saves effort, saves time, and shows smart thinking at work. Well done. That's what I call real teamwork. Now this is what I call creative control. The MTZ-80, normally a workhorse, is out here drifting and lifting like it's auditioning for Fast and Furious, Siberia. If you liked our video, leave a 1 in the comments. Your support inspires us to create more.
Okay, go ahead.
Turbo for 2 years and still ripping through the snow. Anyone else got a diesel gator boosted like this? This John Deere HPX is pushing 35 to 40 horses with 5 to 7 psi and having the time of its life. That's truly a terrible way to handle a piece of equipment worth millions of dollars. "20 years back, haying wasn't just work. It was a ritual. Switch to low gear, ease the throttle, set the T40 on autopilot down the windrows, and leap out. Then it was game on, tossing hay side by side like a perfectly synced duo. The help from those around him successfully got him up the slope. That's truly amazing. Man, what is the front wheel drive for an MTZ? If it was on, C360 itself would pull it out. Pulling a Ural across a river sounds impossible, but he actually did it. That's incredible. Oh, wow.
Whoa!
No matter what, the Rakavicha is an extraordinary tractor. You agree, right? This guy is absolutely crazy. Maybe his only goal here is to make a quick buck and completely destroy that tractor. The ST180N, with around 180 horsepower, is giving it all to get the job done with full power. It's a solid tractor that handles the work like a pro. The John Deere 7720 lends a hand to a fully loaded tractor, pulling it out of a tough spot with ease and showing off its muscle in the process. Hope you enjoyed the ride with us today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the exciting moments in our upcoming videos.